What else? Bringing a little bit of that big Leo energy, you know? Old Crispy Boy on Instagram wants to know about best roasted grains for black IPA and techniques in using it. I think what you're going to find, black IPA tends to be one of those beers where you can take a base IPA recipe and then take like a dehusked roasted malt, whether that is, I'm always partial to those Wireman products, whether it's Carafa Special. You want the special when you're talking Carafa because it is the dehusked, and it's going to be that husk that brings a lot of the more aggressive roasty flavors and potentially on into acrid flavors, right? So with the dehusked, you can get a smoother roast character, a more subtle roast character. Let's make the maybe say like think about like maybe the difference between cold brew and not, right? So maybe something a little bit smoother like that. So yeah, I would recommend dehusked for that. Plug it into your computer, into your software, and just make that color as dark as you want it to be, and really don't push beyond that, I would suggest. And techniques in using it, I know old Gordon Strong used to say, like, top your mash with it. So add it late to the mash. I know some people will side steep it, and I know of even some pro breweries, and I've heard that Guinness actually does like a side steep with its roasted grains, and then that is added back in. That's all unconfirmed, but those are options too. Sometimes those things are done because those aggressively roasty malts, they can kind of wreak havoc on the pH levels in your beer, and they might take you out of a range that you want to be in. So yeah, man, maybe like topping your mash. Maybe when you get ready to sparge, you can spread those out over the top, and you'll probably pull some color, maybe with pulling less astringency out of those dehusked grains. That's what I would look for. You could also use things like roasted wheat products. I know people have roasted rye. There's all sorts of huskless roasted products out there now. And man, I would say if you can get into your homebrew shop and taste up those boys a little bit, right? Don't get aggressive and like throw the whole thing in there, but get a kernel in there, and work it around. You might be able to find some. To me, eating those things is like just eating espresso beans. So I mean, if you can enjoy that, yeah, that'll be good. That's what my suggestion would be, though, man. Maybe topping the mash, throw it in the mash, top the mash, sparge over it, maybe even a separate side steep. I know I've had friends that have just made like a killer IPA, and then they've gone with they even have like the liquid Carafa 2 special. I forget what that's called, Sinmar, which is basically just a malt food coloring, a malt derived. It's a super dense roasted wort, dark wort made out of Carafa special that you can just add to a beer, man. So yeah, there's different ways to slice it to kind of take that harsher edge off of those things, so you can have a dark beer that's not drinking truly stout like.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.